taking a really short trip to New York City today, just for basically 48 hours. About to take off on a very small plane, one of the smaller ones I've ever been on. Here we go. Unfortunately, Melissa was not able to come on this trip with me, as it was in fact a quick 48-hour turnaround trip for work purposes. I've always been intrigued by new experiences, on a quest of constant discovery, and exploring everything from history to culture to bourbon, from New York to San Francisco and everything in between. We're now backtracking through it all to find those discoveries that turn everyday experiences into something magical. So this is hands down one of my absolute, no, let me rephrase that. Hands down, this is my absolute favorite city on earth that I've ever been to. Hold up. Let me just preface. I've been to 47 of the 48 lower continental states extensively and to every major city, and not just passing through, actually spent time in each. There's some great cities on this continent, but this one's pretty awesome. I can't get enough every time I'm here, and the magical splendor that is New York City is fantastic. Now, of course, it's a rainy, cloudy day today. I'm in a hotel, the Hotel Westin, actually. What I didn't realize is that last night when I came in here, it was a little foggy, so I couldn't see all the buildings, all the skyscrapers out my window. But that, right there, is the Empire State Building. Can't see the top mast on it at the moment really too well because of the fogginess. Kind of comes and goes, but that is crazy that it's literally right outside my hotel window. I'm in heaven. That is one of my absolute favorite buildings, favorite skyscrapers from an architectural standpoint. I've been to the top of it, I don't know, a handful of times, many years when I was younger. It's been quite a few years, but as some of you know, I actually have New York City skyline tattooed and all the way around, and the Empire State Building is back there. I've got the World Trade Center's Statue of Liberty, but that's pretty cool. It's right out my window. And the tattoo, by the way, is just for my love of the city and the fact that my family on my mother's side is from here. So yeah, wish it was not so cloudy, but gonna venture out and explore. probably wondering why the Guggenheim Museum, why I chose to come here and visit. My father was an architect, and this for me was something that we visited a bunch of sites when I was younger of Frank Lloyd Wright's. Family was a big fan of Frank Lloyd Wright, and this building itself, the Guggenheim, was something that I'd never been to in all my trips to New York City, so I thought I would come and visit. And as some of you know, I have a Frank Lloyd Wright tattoo on my arm. It's actually from a piece of stained glass at the Coonley House in Chicago. Stained glass in that window. So obviously I've got a passion for architecture. Stems from my parents, and this just completes that bucket item list for me. But taking a stroll into Central Park here right now. This is quite beautiful in here with the different flowers changing, everything budding, and you can actually see the Guggenheim through the trees. Quite a unique place New York City is. Here it is, the Guggenheim. Exciting. Going to go in and see if I can find a cup of coffee here though. Stop, cup of coffee. I definitely need that to get going before I even go into this museum.
This museum was pretty cool and had an eclectic array of art scattered about, including works from Monet and Van Gogh. I even strolled down Central Park to stop outside the Met.
Have to get a couple of dirty warm hot dogs in New York City with sour milk, of course.
This was a building built by New Yorkers for New Yorkers. There was nothing that was going to stop us. One Vanderbilt will forever be ingrained in the fabric of New York City.
And the building that will be most looked at and examined will be One Vanderbilt.
Welcome to Summit.
Summit 1 Vanderbilt was also something I'd never been to before, as it was a new skyscraper. The views from here were spectacular, and as you saw, the entrance through the corridors and elevator provided a unique experience, with eerie noises enhancing the build-up. The mirrored walls and floors were definitely an interesting addition to the whole experience, and we all had to wear plastic booties over our shoes so we didn't scratch them up. There was also a balloon room. Yep, I don't need to say much else. Pretty self-explanatory. One of the best parts was an open-air bar up on the top. An old-fashioned sure tastes better 93 floors up. Street after street, you always find something interesting here. It's what drives you to keep walking to see what's around the next corner. And it's usually something pretty sweet. Spending these last couple days here on a very short trip has made me realize something. I mean, I always knew I loved New York City, but I really love the city. I love the walkability of it. I mean, being able to just be a part of all these different communities that are around. I mean, I'm a history geek. Of course, there's an intrigue to that and some of the architecture and everything that New York has been over the last 100 years, but there's this sense of nightlife, and even during the day, but it's just alive all the time, and I guess the good word for it is energy, right? It just energizes you as you're walking around, and all these people are doing their own thing. They're going to work, they're maybe going to the deli, whatever it is. Everyone's on their own mission, their own path, but we're all here at the same time, a part of this massive, massive city that it just truly feeds and fuels you to want to just explore the next block and the next block, and then all of a sudden you're 25 blocks later, you're still walking because you found something else. And that is the magic that is New York City. I love it.
asking yourself, if I think this is the greatest city, then why don't I live here? Well, we'll see. Maybe someday we'll end up with a place here too.